American Values, Civic Duty, by Eloy Lopez-Curiel. Civic duty in America refers to the responsibility and obligation of citizens to actively participate in democratic processes, contribute to the well-being of their communities, and protect the rights and freedoms of all. It is essential for the preservation of democracy, social cohesion, the protection of rights, and the progress of the nation. Civic duty empowers individuals to actively engage in the democratic processes, fulfill their responsibilities as citizens, and shape the future of their communities and the country. By fulfilling their civic duties, individuals contribute to a vibrant and inclusive democracy that reflects the will and interests of the people. Dorothy Height, civil rights and women's rights activist who fought for equality and social justice. Thurgood Marshall, first African-American Supreme Court justice and a prominent advocate for civil rights. Susan B. Anthony, women's rights advocate and suffragist who played a crucial role in the fight for women's right to vote. Sojourner Truth, abolitionist and women's rights advocate known for her powerful speeches on equality and justice. Rosa Parks, civil rights activist who sparked the Montgomery bus boycott by refusing to give up her seat to a white passenger. Susan B. Anthony, women's rights activist who played a pivotal role in the suffrage movement. Martin Luther King Jr., civil rights leader who fought for racial equality through nonviolent means. Lyndon B. Johnson, 36th President of the United States, known for his efforts to pass civil rights legislation and his war on poverty. John Lewis, civil rights leader and congressman who dedicated his life to fighting for racial equality and voting rights. Jane Addams, social reformer and Nobel Peace Prize laureate who founded Hull House and worked for the betterment of society. John F. Kennedy, 35th President of the United States, known for his leadership during the Cuban Missile Crisis and advocacy for civil rights. Betty Ford, former First Lady and advocate for women's rights and addiction treatment. Rachel Carson, environmentalist and author whose book Silent Spring raised awareness about the detrimental effects of pesticides. George Washington, first President of the United States and a key figure in the American Revolutionary War. Frederick Douglass, abolitionist, author, and orator who fought for the abolition of slavery and equal rights. Fred Korematsu, civil rights activist who challenged the internment of Japanese Americans during World War II and fought for justice and civil liberties. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 32nd President of the United States, known for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. Elizabeth Cady Stanton, women's rights advocate and key figure in the suffrage movement. Eleanor Roosevelt, First Lady and human rights activist who championed civil rights, women's rights, and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Dolores Huerta, labor leader and civil rights activist who co-founded the United Farm Workers and advocated for workers' rights. Cesar Chavez, labor leader and civil rights activist who fought for the rights of farm workers and organized boycotts to improve working conditions. Benjamin Franklin, founding father, known for his contributions to American democracy and his advocacy for civic responsibility. Abraham Lincoln, 16th President of the United States, known for preserving the Union during the Civil War and his efforts to abolish slavery. Available on Amazon. Thank you for watching or listening. Subscribe to my locals for exclusive content and increased engagement.